Hey everyone, sorry I've been absent. I've been struggling to get through school. Today I wanted to bring you something a little bit different. Please allow me to explain, but if you can't wait, skip ahead to the listed time. In my Dungeons & Dragons game, I'm playing an Aztec-inspired barbarian who is from an extremely repressed society. Because of a mutual attraction, he and the party wizard have started sleeping together. One night, the two of them were talking about their childhood experiences. At the time, I didn't really have much to say because I hadn't fleshed out the earliest parts of my character's backstory, so later I went back and wrote this short story from my barbarian's perspective. I think the story is aided by the context in which it's told. The party has just won tickets on a beautiful new airship where they'll take a tour around the country over the course of a week. It's the first evening. The wizard and my barbarian are rooming together, and they've just mutually opened up about themselves for the first time. The outer wall of their bedroom is floor-to-ceiling windows that allow them a view over the countryside in the light of the setting sun, and as it's getting dark, this is the story my character tells about himself.
The Kale Chulpa is built around the Fire Mountain, and at its base is the jungle. When I was very small, my mother would tell my brothers and sister and I stories to help us fall asleep. She wore a jade pendant that her mother gave her when she used to tell her stories. It got so whenever I saw the pendant, I get tired. When I am old enough, she tell me the story of Boru, the white bear, and his son, Hypnos, the great snake. Boru is a spirit who lives between the worlds, and when the Alosi are where they're not supposed to be, he come to scare them back home so that they don't get hurt. But his son is jealous and want to keep the Alosi for himself. When you out in the jungle after dark, where you're not supposed to be, and the clouds cover the moon, that's when Hypnos come for you. He trick you with fires between the trees that look like you on your way home, but you only get more lost until you don't know the way back. Then, he steal your voice so you can't scream for help. And lastly, he take you in his mouth and drag you down into the mud. When I was 8 summers old, Hypnos took my mother away. She went out into the jungle to gather its fruits, and she never came home. The elders came and told my brothers and sister and I that she was gone, that Hypnos had taken her and all of her belongings away, and if that we went to look for her, that we would be taken away too. My brothers, they accept what he say, but I was angry. That night, when they fall asleep, I take my father's spear and go down the Fire Mountain into the jungle. It was hot and dark. The clouds were in front of the moon and warm rain was falling, so I knew that Hypnos know I'm coming for him. I went further into the jungle. I didn't know what direction to go, but I knew if I were lost that he would find me. My legs grew tired, but I was too angry to stop. The ground was wet beneath my feet, and I thought that certainly it would swallow me up. When I think I can't go any further, I see it in the distance. The fires between the trees, and I think, there he is. I find him. He see me. I walk closer and closer. The fire is bigger now, but he's not the Kale Chulpa. He's a house. My spear is ready. The ground shake, and there's the sound of thunder. The mud splits and rises, and a great dark shape appear before me. In the light of the fires, I can see the reflection of the eyes of the great snake. I want to call, want to challenge, want to threaten, but I cannot will myself to speak. He look at me right in the eye and he say, "Little Talosi, you are far from home. Why do you come to me in the jungle?" Finally, I can speak. I shout, "Hypnos, you take my mother away from me. She was here yesterday and now she gone. I will kill you and take her back." And I strike with all my might, but the spear do not even scratch his scales. He come close to me, and I am sure I am going to die. But he not kill me. "I haven't taken anyone, little Talosi. Your mother may be gone, but she was never here." "How do you know my mother if she never here?" I ask. "I have eyes all around," he say. He come closer so I can see his face. He have a skull painted on his scales. Even here I can see to the mountain, and I know the way home. I am not ready to give up my spear. I say, I do not believe your lies, Hypnos. When I turn, you strike me and eat me. He draw away from me, up and back. I can hear the earth move. Suddenly, his body start to change. It grows smaller and smaller until it almost disappear. When I look again, he is shorter than my father, and when he speak, it with a woman's voice, but not the voice of my mother. Do you trust me now, little Elosi? I am not big enough to eat or kill you. She touched my shoulder, and her skin is warm. Go the way that I point, and do not stray from the path. You will find your way home. Tomorrow, when the weather is clear, go to the house of your elder and ask if you may visit with his wife. She come close again. I see her painted face. She pushed me in one direction. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. So I do what Hypnos say and I walk. When I walk, I find the path, and then it take me home. I go to bed but stay up all night because I don't know what to think. The next morning I do what Hypnos say. I go to the house of my elder and he answer the door. I ask to see his wife, and she think I come because I am sad and offer to comfort me. She take me into her room and I see there, in her things, the jade pendant of my mother's mother. Even though she not kill me, the curse of Hypnos is real. Ever since she show me, I don't see the same way ever again.
Thanks to my patron Ruther Fox for helping bring this story to you. It's a little out of my comfort zone, so please let me know what you thought. Thanks.